Hey, everybody. I hope you can hear me tonight. I am in my newest of new studios, and we are here on a Saturday night live stream. And I am your host, Gary Schumacher. So, are we hearing me? I hope so. Then a show of hands. Are we hearing Mr. Schumacher tonight? I got my cat walking around over here. Unbelievable. Now she wants to get out. I got the door closed. So everybody hear me okay. Awesome. Thank you, Alabama. I appreciate that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So I was hoping to have oh good. I sound good. Awesome. I'm glad I sound good. I I've been working hard on this audio. I moved my studio all the way to the other side of the house. So my son, who loves to play on his Xbox and scream at the top of his voice, is upstairs now in his cocoon. All teenagers should be in a cocoon, even though my daughter is one of my moderators tonight. So, okay. Hey, Barney, how we doing tonight? Tracy, good to see you. And I hope you feel better. I hope I understand your whole family's down with some flu, I guess it sounds like. And Karen G, good to see you tonight as well. And of course, CCC is in the house. I'm loving it. So yeah, let me get started here. Let me just check one thing. All right. So as you guys all expected, well, I was putting out that I was going to have Chris Aiello on tonight, and we were going to do the part two of my interview with him with the about the Freemasons. Well, he couldn't make it tonight. It was his daughter's birthday, and so promised me we would do this next Saturday. Actually, said if he had the chance, he would actually join us in the chat tonight. I don't see him so far, but he may pop in later on this evening. I still have to get all those questions together, and if you have any questions for him, please you can send it to me in the comments or email me at gschumacher429 at gmail.com. That is my email address. Usually on my videos, I put it down there on the bottom, but I can't, I haven't figured out how to do this on this StreamYard, it's called. I do like StreamYard. StreamYard and I gotta thank you, Alabama, for putting me onto this because I get the funky background and all that and stuff. So and if you all haven't noticed, I am supporting a new hat tonight. I just got, and being that this is an election year, this is who's got my vote. It says Jesus 2024, and it's a little hard to read the bottom. It says He is our only hope, and that is the truth. That is the truth. So yes, let's get out there, rock the vote, and vote Jesus 2024. All right. Thank you, CCC. I appreciate that. And so yeah, so we'll try to get Mr. Aiello in here next week. And because I have really been studying up on my Freemason stuff, and I am not liking what I'm hearing. I've gotten some information from several of you people, and it's been very eye-opening. Hi, Nitwit. How we doing tonight? Oh, excuse me. I got to drink my little drink. I came prepared tonight with my drink. Just water, not Michelob. So Nitwit says, I have discovered I run out of energy fast chasing a 1 year old. A 1 year old. Oy, a 1 year old. I remember those days. No, I was exhausted. I was about ready to collapse at the end of the day. And forget it when they're just months and weeks old. Nobody was sleeping in this house. Well, actually, it wasn't this house. I had to move to a bigger house because we adopted two kids together. So I only had a 2 bedroom condo, and that wasn't going to work with a boy and a girl. So grandbaby. Oh, but the good thing about grandbabies is when they smell, you can hand them back to the mom and dad and say, "Yeah, this smells. Take care of that." So, all right. So, I had a very interesting day. I really did. What does this say, Gary? Are you going to buy a pair of Trump gold sneakers? No, I don't think I can afford gold sneakers. Not on my salary, no. So I had an interesting day today. Like I said, I got an email from Jamie Price Willis. Now she was the woman who was in that video I just did. She was the host of the show called Here I Am, and I did a video on Chris McDonald and his shenanigans as he's been going up to. These women have been coming out on Jamie's her podcast and her YouTube channel, and you know saying not some very nice things about Chris McDonald. So I pretty much got tore up this week for that. The Some people told me that I shouldn't have made the video, that it was more gossip than anything else, and how dare I defend these women and so forth. And then I got the opposite side of the coin. I got these some of these women that think I didn't go far enough, or I insulted them in a few of the things I said. And I that was not my intent at all, was to insult them. And if I did insult any of you out there, I deeply apologize. My mama didn't raise me to run around and insult women, and that was not my intent. But the problem I did have with that video was that I couldn't get in contact with Jamie by email, and so I went on and made a video without any input from her, just basically gauging off of her live stream as she did with Jackie Tradewell. Now, I had no facts, I had nothing to go on, so I was kind of playing devil's advocate there, and it seems to me that I angered both sides of this debate here, and I just, unfortunately, that's the best I could do. Now, I talked to Jamie. We had a very lengthy conversation today on the phone. She's a very nice woman. Um, and hi, Dawn, and greetings to you. And so we discussed it, because some of her followers were pretty nasty to me, and so we discussed it, and she was not too thrilled with me either over the phone, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, she said she was going to come in here tonight, join the live stream, and may not. I don't know. I sent her the link, and I was hoping she would come in here tonight and talk to us. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. But we'll see. But we had an you know cooler heads prevail in these matters. So we had a very nice conversation, I think. And I told her I would come on here tonight and apologize to any of her listeners that may have been offended by anything I might have said. I didn't think that I offended anyone. I think I kind of told it like it was, and that's what I do. I've been doing this for just about a year. As a matter of fact, it will be 1 year tomorrow. Will have started my YouTube channel, and I'd like to thank every one of you who supported my channel. I really do appreciate that very much. Hey, Ferd, how we doing tonight? Ferd is saying when you get get scrolling too fast. When you get flack from both sides, you know you're doing something right. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you, Ferd. I appreciate that. Yeah. This was not one of my normal videos. I even said in my video, "Hell hath no fury as a woman scorned." I said that several times, and I'll get to some of that fury here. And I don't like it. I do not like it at all. I can take the fury from the false prophets just as well as anyone, but I think what she's trying to do here, and this is Jamie Price Willis, is that she's created a YouTube channel here, and she's trying to do just more than just go after Chris McDonald. She's also she's discussed with me over the phone today that she's trying to call out the human traffickers, and she's doing some of that type of content. So I if you haven't already, go over to her channel, check out her content, because she's trying to call out just more than that, and I agree with what she's doing here. Now, from what I got from her, she is sounds like she's a Pentecostal or something like that, so she is deeply into the prophetic, and which how I feel about these false prophets online. And she actually did mention Mark Taylor by name, and she knows Mark Taylor. And she says she told me on the phone he is the real deal. And I told her well, I'm very sorry. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. I told her basically after the 2020 election, when I realized for sure that Mark Taylor was not the real deal. So we disagreed on that. But it's good to have dialogue with people, and I wish her and her channel the best. I really do, especially if she can call out some of these human traffickers. Yeah, yeah, Alabama. Wow, no way, Mark. Out of all the people she had to bring up on the phone to me with Mark Taylor. And I explained my situation to her on the phone today about Mark Taylor and how I followed him, and that's how I got to follow Chris McDonald. And she told me that that's how Chris McDonald started building his audience through Mark Taylor. Because Mark Taylor, when he they made the book and the movie and all that, he was a hot commodity there for a while. And that's where Chris McDonald latched onto him, and his YouTube channel grew with leaps and bounds because he had Mark Taylor on every Monday night. And I was a follower of Mark Taylor back in those days, and so every Monday night I was watching Spiritual Smackdown, they used to call it, with Mac and Mark, and I would watch that every Monday night just to see what new prophecies Mark come out with. And then I started realizing after his false prophecy of the 2020 election that hey, this guy's no prophet. And listen, I grew up in a Methodist church. I didn't know much about this prophecy stuff. I know there's prophets and the Bible talks about them, but I just couldn't get it through my thick skull back then that there were actually people that would and use lie in the face of God. I couldn't believe it. Who would in their right mind would do something like that? They must want to go to, somewhere down below. And I just couldn't believe it. But there's people out there. There are people out there that think that this life is more important than the next one. And and it's not. As the Bible says, this life is just like a mist. And it will be here and gone before you know it, but eternity is long, very long. Okay, let me check the chat here real quick. Jimmy Willis, CC. Good evening, Gary. Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening to you, sir. Victoria Donovan, false prophet. Yes, he is. And counterfeit Christianity, it is a tough one to get a grip on lying in the face of God. Yes, it is. It really is. Um, it's very, very, very disturbing. Um, and I've been doing it for a year, and it does, and they never ever seem to cease. As a matter of fact, more of them crop up their heads every single day. So, and I guess I should have turned off the turned off the ringtone to my phone before I went live here today. Okay, let me turn that off. I know I see Jamie. Jamie is in the chat. Uh, okay, under Jim. Oh, you're under Jimmy. Is that her husband? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, okay. So Janie is on under Jimmy. I got it now. I got it. Thank you, Alabama. I appreciate clearing that up. So yes, this is Jamie Price Willis, the woman who was hosting the show, who I used those clips for. You showed up. You showed up a little late there, Jamie. I was apologizing to any of your viewers and to Jackie Tradewell, who I had on the show. Now, like I said before, I didn't mean any to offend anyone. I was trying to play devil's advocate here with both of them, and on both sides, and I'm gotten beat up by both sides. So just to recap on that. All right. So, hey, listen, if anybody has any questions for Janie, she's in the chat room, so you can ask away. She's, like I said before, she's a very nice woman. We had a very nice conversation this afternoon, and and she has a very good channel. Go and check out her channel. I really I haven't watched a lot of her content yet, but what we discussed on the phone today is, I think some of the content she's putting out is very important and needs to be brought to the attention, especially with the human trafficking and things like that that's going on. So, and Janie, I'm sorry, Jamie, I keep calling you Janie. I'm sorry. Jamie was also on a television program she told me about. It was called Truth Talk America, or was it Truth Talk USA? I'm not sure. If you could straighten that up, Jamie, I would appreciate it. You're welcome, Jamie. No problem. Jimmy. Okay. Um, so Alabama Woodman asks, Jamie, will you be making a video with details about Chris? Truth Talk America. Okay, that's what I got. All right. Thank you, Jeannie. So, Jeannie, can you answer Alabama's question about that? Will you be making a video with details about Chris McDonald? So because she has interviewed several people about that. Yes, Wednesday she will. Awesome, awesome. So Jimmy and I, like I said, we had this conversation today, and Jeannie and I talked about she actually does have documentation of some of Chris McDonald's misdeeds. Let's just call them that. And and she did say to me that, and she's right about this. I shouldn't have gone on and made that video until I spoke with her, and she has been very busy this week. Before I spoke with her, and she said to me, and that was God's way of telling you, Gary, you shouldn't have made that video. And she's absolutely right. But like I said, I did make the video, and I didn't, and I just, like I said, I tried to stay neutral to both parties, and both parties attacked me. So, um, but live and learn on that one, you know. And but that's what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just pass the torch here to Jamie and her channel and let her do this. And like I said, I totally promote and her channel, and I hope that she has a lot of success with it. She's very small channel right now, so if you can, go over there and check out her content, possibly like and subscribe if you like her content. I'm sure Janie would appreciate that. Yeah, it's under Jamie. Yeah, Jamie Price Willis, but the name of her channel is Here I Am. It's called, so it's Jamie Price Willis. Here I Am. That's the name of her channel. So, hey, Strawberry, how we doing tonight? Nice to see you. Always makes me hungry for strawberries when I read your name. I don't know why. You need to change that name. All right. Let me just go through my notes here. All right. So yes, Jamie and I we did discuss some of Mark Taylor. I'm sorry. We did discuss some of Chris McDonald today. And how unethical is what he's doing. So basically, like a sailor, who I used to be one, had a girl in every port. So we so we said today, and not that I did, but I was a good sailor. um, but yes, he travels around the country with these you know vigils or whatever he does, and he has girlfriends and girlfriends, and he particularly admitted to her that he was seeing two women at the same time. So she has actual proof of that. She says so, um, and documentation of that. So. And some of these videos she has women on there that will not there's one here from she is actually from New Jersey. She doesn't drop his name, but she tells a pretty riveting story from a guy who's from Georgia of all places. And I would go in there and I would check that video out pretty much. And she is and Alabama put the link in the chat room if you do want to check out her video, her channel. You can just click on that. Thank you so much, Alabama. That was very nice of you. I'm not quite as tech savvy with this StreamYard yet. sure how to get back. I just get used to one software and then things change, but I do really, really like this software for the live streams. I have to go back to my old stuff for the video. So that's why when you see me recording the videos, I have the regular backdrop with the bricks behind me and everything like that. I would love to have this backdrop all the time, but I can't record and I can't do all the editing and stuff I like to do on StreamYard. This is more gauge for live stream, I think, than it is for making videos, I think. But Alabama turned me on to it. I mean, Alabama, he got the gold package or something. I gotta see. I'm thinking about that. I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on that or not. It's a little expensive, but my wife is already angry. I spend so much time on these videos. As it every time I buy a microphone or a headset, really? But honey, uh, hey, TD's in the house. How you doing tonight, TD? Glad to see you. Okay. Um, so yes, her and I were talking about his being unethical with dating these multiple women. And then what he does is that instead of he's basically a coward. He doesn't break up with a woman like a real man would. What she tells me is that he and this is a she used the word block them, but I got a better word that the younger generation uses today, especially with the high tech. He ghosts them. Okay, that means all of a sudden he disappears. He doesn't talk to them. He doesn't, they're all of a sudden you can't call him, you can't text him. Am I not too far from the truth there, Janie? Is that some of his shenanigans? Hey, George Gaston is in my chat room tonight. How we doing, sir? I am loving your videos lately, pal. I am I am you are something else. Anybody who doesn't know George Gaston, he is a YouTuber and has his own channel. And please go check out George's channel because he's got some awesome content. He that last video you just did was just outstanding. I loved it. And you caught her on every corner on that one. Uh, so yes, please check out my friend George's channel. And so yes, getting back to our friend Mr. McDonald. Yeah, so he ghosts these women, and then they can't even get back to him. And yes, Jeannie says absolutely. So this is what this man is up to. So he's a minister of God. But if you go to his channel now, I haven't really frequented his channel very much. He has two channels. He has one now that's strictly politics, and that's blowing up for him. I forget how many subscribers he has. It's in the tens of thousands, I think. But his religious channel, his preacher's channel, I think he's down to 1.7 thousand subscribers now. So he is just falling off the charge here. He just might as well be on CNN and just talk politics because because he's so angry all the time. What better of a host to host politics is somebody who just sits there and yells and screams about political issues, the hot button issues, and you know and he uses politics to try to get people. And he weaves politics and religion together, and it doesn't. I don't like that. I don't like to bring politics and religion, and not into my channel anyway. Sometimes they make bad bedfellows, and that's not the way I want to move this channel through. I am here to praise the Lord, to spread the gospel, and that is what um, you would think a Pentecostal preacher. I think that's what he is should be doing, but that's not what he's doing. So, he and CCC says he and Ken Christmas should start a channel together, two angry dudes. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be something like Abbott and Costello, or like yeah, that would be something. Ken Christmas and Chris McDonald. That would be something. Buns of Art of Christ. Not only does he block them, but he also undermines them to the rest of his crowd. I knew him from behind the scenes. He used people to draw people to his channel. Exactly. And that's what he did. That's why him and his brother from another mother, he used to call him, um, was on his show, Mark Taylor. And Jeannie and I talked about that today, how he basically used Mark Taylor to build his channel because Mark Taylor was very popular at the time. He had a movie out, he had a book out, and everything like that. But as soon as Mark Taylor became no more useful to him anymore, and I guess as soon as the subscriber counts began to drop, all of a sudden, if you notice, Mark Taylor disappeared. He's no longer on the Mac files. And, I don't know, I don't understand what happened there. There was such a bromance going on, and, then all of a sudden it was over. So, yeah, that is something, to behold there, isn't it? And, the thing is too, it boggles the mind about, these type of preachers, because Jeannie and I talked this afternoon, and she even said that he started coming out. He was a prophet. All of a sudden, he started prophesying and stuff like that. And the people around him were trying to, come on, trying to get him out of this, snap out of this stuff. And he just wouldn't listen. And Bond's servant said, everyone that has stood up to him and called him out has disappeared from his channel. Yes. Yeah, they have. Yeah, I guess he can only be nice for so long, and then he just snaps and everything. I put in my description. Who's the worst boss? Him or Ellen DeGeneres? Yeah, because she's in a. I mean, maybe you got to walk around. Don't make eye contact with him. And this is somebody's minister. Somewhere out there they say is the world's worst minister, and he's going to be preaching on Sunday. And I believe, unfortunately, that may be Chris McDonald, and he's preaching more than on Sunday. He's preaching several days a week. And I never seen it. And he goes on the road like he's Crosby, Stills, and Nash. They're they hit this city, and they all do it. They all do it. You know, what preacher do you know, unless he's thinking about nothing but money, goes from town to town like that, and fills up his coffers with money. A good preacher has a church, and he spreads the gospel to his congregation. All right. He doesn't go out on the road, and we need to bullhorn him. Absolutely, Alabama. Yes, we do. I just don't. He just doesn't publicize it like a lot of them do. But a real preacher, he gets a congregation. He spreads the gospel to them in his church on Sundays. Okay, so just think about it for a second. If you're going around the country and and I get it, you want to go around, you want to spread the gospel, okay? But the church I've been going to or going back to has a YouTube channel, and they spread the gospel on the YouTube channel every Sunday. It makes me sad that my church's YouTube channel is got such few subscribers, but it's okay. They're putting it out there. And so why doesn't Chris McDonald do that? Why does he have to travel around the country? He's got a very popular YouTube channel. I'll tell you why he has to travel around the country, because every place he goes, they take collections, and people um give him money. There's only one motivation to do what these people are doing, and that is money. Let me just check the chat. Okay. Jennifer R is here. Right on, Gary. He's not even truth hurts. It's true, skinny, etc. God looking. Yes, I know. Say it again. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. And so yeah, that is what he's up to. And now Jamie told me that she would watch Chris McDonald's show, religiously. I guess I could say, And yeah, I guess you can get sucked into something like that, you know. And I said that on my video that I didn't think people could get addicted to someone, but you know, I want to recant that. I think you can, you know, I really do. And it's sad you shouldn't let yourself get sucked into that. You want to be addicted to something, addicted to Jesus Christ. Don't be addicted to a minister or I said a minister or a rabbi, a priest. You don't get addicted to people. You get it. You give your life to God, and and you love Him, and you pray to Him every single day. And that is my addiction. Is the Lord, and that is that is what I never did drugs. I used to smoke cigarettes, but I overcame that over 23 years ago. So I know what an addiction's like. Um, but I love my new addiction. Yeah. You want to call it Jesus an addiction. It's a passion. It's a passion. It's not an addiction. Um, thank you, Karen. Amen. So I was, you know, sometimes I have been in my prayer closet today, and it made me think, you know, why is it that um these channels, like, you know, with these false prophets on them, you know, Amanda Grace and so forth, you know, those channels, they just blow up. They blow up and they get all these subscribers. And channels like mine and Drew in Alabama, we have to fight for every subscriber we get to help try to move these videos along. And you know, it finally came to me, you know, they're actually selling a product. They're selling the biggest product there is. They're selling hope to people. Okay. And it's false hope. But it gets to the point where, you know, and I wrote some of this stuff down. I wanted to keep this in mind. Was that even though they're lying to these people, they're still selling them hope, you know. And that to me is probably the most pathetic thing you could do to someone is come to them and lie to them in the face of God. And that's why over and over and over again, these people, and we call them out, these people are called out and proven to be false prophets, but they don't lose any subscribers. As a matter of fact, they grow in subscriber counts, you know. And the reason why I think that is because that they are just so steeped in it by this time that even though they're caught in these lies time after time after time, they just can't pull themselves out of it at a point. And like Janie was saying, you know, and her friend Jackie Tradewell, you get addicted to these people, you know, and you're so addicted even when they're proven wrong over and over again, and you realize that they're not people of God. You These people still stick with them because they're addicted. Bingo, there it was, you know. And I'm on my video going, addicted to a person. No, no, you can't do that. And it came to me today. It came to me. Yes, you absolutely can be addicted to this thing. You can be addicted to a lot of things. And it used to boggle my mind. How do you still listen to these people? They're lying. Julie Green is a perfect example of that. He has been proven by Drew Bloom on his channel to be false, have given out over 100 false prophecies. And still people come and they load up her channel, and she goes out on the road just like Chris McDonald, and she spreads these false prophecies, and people flock from miles around to stand in a tent in Florida in the heat to listen to her false prophecies. And there it is, because they're all addicts of her YouTube channel, and she's a rock star to them. And that is just very, very, very sad. You need to, and I say it all the time, I keep it right here on my desk. You need to get into this, all right, and not into these false prophets. Someday there will be prophets. I believe the next time you see a true prophet of God on this planet will be when the two witnesses come back. They will be standing out there in sackcloth, and they will be prophesying and prophesying and prophesying. And the people that are left aren't going to want to hear it. Those will be the prophets. Those are true prophets. Those will be the next true prophets. That's my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. Right. And as hard as you might think. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, that is just my opinion. Any of this other stuff is nothing but hogwash coming out of these people. They're all about money, and we need to avoid them. The Bible says to avoid them, you know, and you gotta realize, um, I beat smoking. That was my addiction, and people out there, I hope they can beat this this addiction they call these false prophets or the Mac files. If you're addicted to the Mac files, move on. Um, so I don't know if Jamie is still here or not. I'm looking for Jimmy. But I really would like to thank her for coming into the chat room tonight. Like I said, she's a very, very nice lady, and I wish her well with her channel. I honest and truly do, because I think she could do a lot of good out there. Oh, there she is, still here. Awesome, awesome. I keep wanting to say Jimmy. Awesome. I'm glad you're still here. Um, and I know you're in the middle of moving and everything too, so it's got to be. I'm really really glad that you came out here tonight. So I'm sure you got a lot going on right now. Um, I have moved several times in my life, and it ain't no fun. So, and yeah, it is. Is that? Let me just check the chat room. Mac files is a detrimental to your health as Big Macs. Yeah, right. Yeah, I got little little too much cholesterol in Chris McDonald, I would assume. Yeah, so oh, Nitwood, I need to hire you as my comedy writer. You are something else. Although my daughter does a pretty good job. She's in my green room, as a matter of fact, right now. Alexis, are you here? She probably fell asleep. I told her to be quiet, and I guess one time in her life, she's actually listened to her father. And I love it tonight. So I also like to say that I have so far not had any problems with my connection because I went out and bought a hardwire and hardwired this to my computer. So right now there is 75 foot of Cat 6 cable running through my living room, which my wife is thrilled about, by the way. But it's only for an hour, maybe 45 minutes. So yes, my wife does put up. I God love her. I She puts up with a lot for me. And the kids. My kids are teenagers, so they're pigs. And and me, I'm just, I'm me. Those of you who watch my channel, you know me. So my wife should be is Catholic, so she should be put for sainthood. Although I'm working on her with that Catholicism stuff. Um, so I I think that you should not be confessing to a priest. You should be confessing to the Lord himself. So, and besides, I don't think my wife's been to confession in like 25 years. So, but yes, and she does put up with a lot from old me, and I've been married to that lady for 32 years now. Just this past October, and love her so very very much, and for putting up with my stuff. Um, hey Lexi, can you hear me? I think she fell asleep. I could see her foot on the futon over there. All right, I guess I'm not going to get Lexi out here unless I text her. But all right. So I have burned through all my notes here, and I am so glad that Jeannie came on here. And God bless you, Jamie. Jamie, I got to stop calling you Janie. And and I would just I think I'm at 40 minutes. It's usually when my other my Wi-Fi would go wonky. So this seems to be working pretty well. So I got somebody in the chat room named Ronnie Lockhart. Old Mick be watching you, G man. Let the truth be told. Oh, I know he watches me. I know he watches me very, very much. You know why he watches me? Do you know why that I'm such a small channel and he knows so much about me? Because I use the word Mac files in my title of my videos. So when you type in Mac files, right next to Mac files is Gary Schumacher talking about Chris McDonald. I noticed that one time. I go, I mean, I was the first time he came after me, I was I think I had probably maybe 100 subscribers, maybe less. And I go, how does he know who I am? Because he attacked me in his chat room the one night and then turned around and said, on top of it, he goes, and I know you're out there making those videos and saying all kind of bad stuff about me. He goes, he goes to me, he goes, you show all the videos you want. Your channel's a joke and you're a joke, he told me. So I made sure I saved that video because anytime he comes after me for something like I shouldn't have said about him, I've got a video. It says that I can show all the videos I want. So- and I'm sure that'll stand up in any court. I have it on video. Chris McDonald says, you show all the videos you want. And I plan on it, Chris. I really do. So yeah, see what anger will get you in trouble in more ways than one. Got Ferd here tonight. I can see confession to a priest before I could see praying to Mary, saints or statues. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Bible says that no engraven images at all, and there it is. I mean, I wear a cross around my neck. Um, that was given to me by my daughter. I usually don't wear. Oh, hey, Drew, you're late. Hey, what's up? He's on the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. Y'all didn't know I was a singer, did you? So I have this here. This, if you guys can see, I have one for him to mess up my camera. So this is a cross my daughter gave me for Christmas, and it says "Dad." So I guess you could consider this an engraven image. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Uh, but it's very dear to my heart, and I love and she knows her daddy loves Jesus, so she got that for me for Christmas, and I thought it was a very sweet and sentimental gift, and I will keep it close to my heart all the time because I love my little girl. Uh, oh, we were putting George Gastone's channel in here too, and Alabama is working tonight. He plugging those channels. That a boy. Hi, Miss Noel. How we doing tonight? So yeah, that is. That is an interesting fact, though, the Catholicism and the whole engraven image thing. It's and then I remember when I was a kid, like I said, I didn't grow up Catholic, and my friend of mine, my best friend, as a matter of fact, who I went and saw after 25 years, I went and saw in Minnesota while I was there. He had moved away from New Jersey. He was an air jet mechanic, and so when I didn't see him in 25 years, but we were kids, little kids, I would sleep over at his house and I would get drugged to Catholic church on Sunday, and they were Ukrainian and from the old country. They were, spoke Ukrainian, the grandmother and the father and everything. So they would take me to St. Vladimir's Ukrainian Catholic Church, and the whole service was in Ukrainian. So I don't know what's going on. I would just look around and watch everybody. And when they would go on the kneelers, I'd go on the kneelers. When they'd stand up, I'd stand up. I had knew nothing of what was going on in this church whatsoever. But I remember thinking, I was like, wow, look at all these statues and they're doing the cross signs. And this is like, it's like it was one big uniform, you know, party in here. And I just thought that was interesting. Mom, how come our church don't do this stuff? Well, they're Catholics, Gary. That's what they do. It's a bad impression of my mom. She kind of sounds like that a little bit. A little bit. My mom's from Pennsylvania. She don't got the Jersey accent like me. Um, but yeah, I just thought it was actually entertaining. It was kind of like a show, and then the priest would come around with the incense, and you had the altar boys and the candles everywhere. I was just enthralled by all that, but not too much of a message there because I don't speak Ukrainian. Oh, and here comes my cat. Hey, kitty. Jimmy Willis, thank you, Gary. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, okay. Thank you, Janie. Sorry, Jimmy. You too. And thank you again, Janie, for coming, Jamie, for coming to my live stream tonight. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, one more time, I'd like to just tell everybody to go check out Jamie's content, and and there's a lot there. There really is. So, um, all right. So, yeah, where we at? We're at 45 minutes. So that is a lot of talking for me, and 'cause my mouth is getting dry. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up for tonight. Of course, look at this. Now my camera goes wonky on me. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, now you can see right up my nose. That's great. And is that how we fix this? We fixed this last time. All right, we're gonna go blurry at the end of this thing, right? Lexi, where's my technical support here? I need technical support. That's it. All right. All right. That's it. I can't fix the camera. You got to fix the camera. Come in here and say something. Come here. I'm going to bring my technical advisor in here. I can't fix the camera. See where I'm blurry. Is that what you? Look at that. See, that's why you need tech support. Look at that. You are, thank everybody. Thank you, Lexi. And please don't show your belly button on camera anymore. Thank you, right. You know, I mean, Barbara Eden got in trouble for that, didn't she? What? Oh, thank you. When you, all right, get with the kids with the belly shirts over here.
My cat's spilling water on the floor again.
Oh, and that cat. I don't know that I got a crazy cat that likes to spill water on the floor. You know, she's crazy.
This one. Let her say hi.
Oh, you want to see? Let the cat say hi. You know, CCC's still here. She's got a calico. Look at how cute.
Say hi, Clyde.
That is one big hunk of kitty. All right. All right.
She said bye.
That's Callie the calico. She's got more subscribers on YouTube than me.
Her real name's Calliope.
Her real name's Calliope. Okay. All right. We call her Callie for short. So Fritz says, do the floating head again. It makes me crazy, Kenny. Go berserk. Yeah, like look, I did a whole video and didn't bring up Kenny once. Oh man, I ruined my streak here. I ruined it. I haven't checked his channel in a couple days. He's probably got saying all kind of horrible things about me. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just ignoring him and let him talk all the dirty ones. I don't care. I just don't care about that man. He's getting boring. So all right, so folks, I'm gonna wrap this live stream up for tonight. Remember, Jesus 2024, and let's bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together here on another Saturday night so we could fellowship. And thank you for all your wonderful blessings. And thank you so much for Jamie for speaking with me today on the phone and coming into our chat today. And bless her channel. And may she help the people that need help. And Lord, I want to pray tonight. Also, prayers going out for Anne. Then Marissa, I hope I'm saying that name right. Her family is very, very ill, and she needs a prayer for a wellness prayer for her and her family. Everybody's very ill there, so let's please put your healing hands on that family. And Lord, thank you so much for all your wonderful blessings. And I pray in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, folks, that is going to do it for me tonight. God bless you all, and thank you for coming out tonight. I really do appreciate you, and have a blessed rest of your week. Take care.